podcast me. You got the extraordinary gossip columnist at large, straight out of Austin, Texas. Carly Samsara, a.k.a. Pam Foxy Lady. Did you get a chance to listen to some of that intro music I put that Jimi Hendrix cover?
Yeah, that's Foxy Lady by Jimi Hendrix.
What you know about that, youngin?
Man, that's my jam. That's my jam. So when my clothing line comes out, Dark Side of Love, and I have my first fashion show, I want to walk out on the stage and with my models, and I want that song to be playing. So
I'm telling you, you definitely gonna get some plenty attention on for that, because that's a jam song, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. So tell us, everybody. I'm just everyone listening in. I don't know, Chris, did you get the call numbers out yet? Oh, I guess I will then. Love Brothers Podcast live here. If you want to call in, participate, talk to the very lovely Pam Foxy Lady, the calling number is 712-451-0601. Again, 712-451-0601. Then punch in the access code to get online. That's 502-814. Again, access code is 502-814. Now, I guess we call you Foxy Lady or Pam or Kylie. How you want to be called today?
Let's go by Kylie. Let's go Kylie.
Okay. So first off, I need to know all about you. So you said you're a gossip columnist. Do you write for any particular digital magazine, or do you just go? Are you truly at large? You go for whoever pays you, or are you dedicated to one magazine?
I am not working for any magazine right now. I work for myself, and my gossip column is Kings of Austin Entertainment. That's not official or copyrighted, but still, Kings of Austin Entertainment. I'm working on that, and I want that to be, it's still an idea in the making. When I came up with it, I was talking with one of my musician friends, and he likes to be called the King of Austin. And I said, what are we going to do with this? You know, and I know so many kings in Austin. King Kier, Jonathan King, all these kings in Austin. I said, well, I need to be talking about these guys because I know these guys, and I'm not, and I'm a model. I do modeling here and there, but it's not my passion. My passion is fashion and gossip. I like talking about people. I like talking about what people are doing, and so I was like, I'm gonna do something with this Kings of Austin Entertainment, and it's my project. It's my baby, and it's coming to life, right now here on the phone with you guys. Talking to Christopher and Marcus Love, it's coming to life. So
that's cool, man.
I know, right?
So what you think? The concept came how long ago, or was it something in the making, or how did this all come together for you?
Well, it started off with my clothing line. The Dark Side of Love by Pam Foxy Lady. My nephew, Ahmad Burdett, he's Oddbird, and he's an artist, and he had this one painting, and it's so amazing, and I have to post it online so y'all can see it. But I seen it, and I said, nephew, I want this for the Dark Side of Love. And then once I started promoting myself, promoting my brand, got my logo made, it felt like I wasn't doing enough, and I didn't have the funding to get, the clothing line off the ground. And I have so many ideas. Like I call all kinds of ideas for everything, but, I feel like in Austin, and, the urban community, we have one radio station out here in Austin that's, it's urban radio station that's 88.7, and I felt like, they're not doing what I would be doing. You know, they're more community oriented, and I'm entertainment. I want to talk about what the guy in the strip club was performing about. You know, that kind of thing. You know. So it was just more the artists and the big guys out here that are working to make a name for themselves. I knew them, and I was like, I want to talk about them. I want to be the Wendy Williams of Austin.
So,
yeah.
You're definitely more prettier. That's just my opinion. So,
definitely more beautiful.
Find your clothes. I mean, on this clothing line, you said it's going to about to be or where can people pick it up today? I got to go on Amazon to order. Can I go directly to a website or just on Facebook or where?
Right now, it is my baby. It's my project. I'm working on it. I don't have the money to fund it, but I still have my designs. I still have, the things that I'm ready to get out there and get making. You know, I don't have the funding for it, so it's still my baby. It's still my project. And once I get that funding, I will definitely have a website.
Well, I'm going to give you something to think about. It's a lot on this one just off the top of my head. It's a Facebook group. It's very new. It's called Win It Forward. WIN. Win It Forward. And the people that run it, it's two ladies that I know that run it. The one that I know that is hopefully listening to the show right now, her name is Kay Willa. Kaywilla. She's definitely into helping women, especially women of color, succeed in business. So if you need funding, besides GoFundMe, she has a great network. She sells out in East Orange, New Jersey. She's a very cool together sister. I hope she calls in. Well, Miss Kay Willa, if you're listening, she can give you, top-notch contact just for getting money. She's a real genius at that. So, but wow, I mean, you just you got a lot of plates spinning around here. You got fashion, you got some modeling, and also you write for yourself. He's an at-large gossip columnist. Do you mind letting us know? Far as how do you go about your day-to-day life? And you've been writing for how many years when you decided to be like a gospel columnist?
I've always just kept a diary. Kept a diary about things, how I feel about my life. I'm very spiritual, so a lot of weird spiritual things happen, and I write about that. And I just started writing. I realized how good I was when I wanted to write about the infamous King Kier. I didn't even bring the paper. I wrote something about him. And I was like, I'm good at this. This is actually good. I shared it with my friends and my family, and they were like, yeah, this is good. This could be something online. And I just was like, well, I just ran with it from there. And I was like, I mean, writing is something I would like to even get better at. It's something that I can even improve more. And it's more like
a process. You have like a process. I mean, every writer that I've talked to, all on the come up, especially this, he or she always have their own unique way of how they deal with writer's block. Those times when you sit in front of a computer or your notepad's empty, and you got something you want to flesh out. You may even be on a deadline, and the dreaded writer's block gets in the way. What's your process of being creative? And if you ever do get writer's block, perhaps you're fortunate one who doesn't get it. What's your process of writing? And if you get writer's block, how do you tackle that?
Okay, so I get writer's block all the time, and what I do to combat that is my video diary. I'll have something come up randomly, something good come up randomly, and I'll just get on my phone and record myself talking about it, so that later on I can come back and be like, okay, well, that was good, whatever I was talking about. That was good, that's crazy, that's stupid, you can't put that, people are not going to read about that, they don't want to hear about that, and basically my phone, the video, is what's really been helping me, because I will forget. I'll have something good, like this amazing line, and I'll just forget it, immediately. And what I've been doing is doing the video. If I'm thinking about something and it's good, I'll record myself talking about it, and then I'll be like, okay, now come back to it.
Now, some people will come out and say that you can have your own vlog where you videotape your day-to-day events, but even just coming up, you do have a market out there. I mean, for the last decade, maybe the last 2 decades, I should say, there's a lot of self-published writers, myself included, and you would have a nice little audience there if you can get a blog. I'm just thinking about this, a blog saying ideas you have, and you can make maybe 10, 15-minute little, snippets, put it up on YouTube. You never know. You may get a collaboration. It's just ideas. The main thing is to get you out there, to get you launched more. But, man, that is awesome. And you say you select the rest of us. Writer's block knocks on your door too, right?
Yes.
Don't write nothing. Go to sleep, have another drink, have another chicken wing. Go back and watch your Netflix. Any excuse.
Chicken. I hate chicken. Not chicken.
You know what I mean? Whatever that you go to when you trying to get those creative juices going, and it's always something. You sit there going like, man, it's always happens. As soon as you know that you're getting serious about a certain topic or an idea, and it's like a blank, and it's so frustrating. But you know what? Just to stay on topic here, but I just wanted to, because we talked about this, offline earlier. How do you handle, because you're an attractive woman, do you have any issues with people in the industry, say when you go through these, you interview people for your gossip column, do they have a problem taking you serious?
This is something I want, and I'm so glad you brought this up. I'm so glad you brought this up because this is something that I face on a day-to-day basis in my normal life, not my entertainment life, my normal life. I have a problem with people taking me seriously, and I feel like it's because either I'm beautiful and either you're beautiful and dumb, or that's how people tend to look at it. Like, you're just a dumb model, do what I say. Or, I've been trying to interview Jonathan King, and he's an amazing Latino artist, and I cannot get him on the phone. And I just think he thinks, I don't know if I'm just trying to flirt with him, or I'm just trying to, get my little seconds of fame or get in his video. And I'm like, no, dude, I want to talk about you. I want to know what you got going on. What are your projects? And I just want to talk about it. I've been and then it's hard because people want me to model. And I'm beautiful. Yes, I'm beautiful. I don't want to model. I'm intelligent. I want to be able to, use my mind and my writing to express something and create something, like my fashion line, create something that is more than just my beautiful body. And I feel like I don't get taken seriously. I feel like I don't get taken seriously.
You belong to the group that Chris has curated. He's the CEO of Texas with Chris Magazine Group. He has a bunch of spin-offs, a internet radio program. His actual Christopher Love show is going to be starting January 2018, and I believe it's going to be video. But also, it's like, I know I started that whole resident queen thing. You're the second one that I nominated because I just wasn't going on your body, but I could tell that you had an intellect, and you really weren't pushing it out there. You were more than, I hate to say the cliche, you were more than just a pretty face. And I jokingly said, this is our new resident queen, and you graciously.
I went with it.
I was like, that's my girl. Like, because you were representing all of us. It's a new group, and it's, Chris and I always talk about it. He's out there to be the next Hugh Hefner, and some people may not take it serious, but the man is on the come up. I wouldn't do this podcast with him if he wasn't. I heard a chime. Did anyone just come online?
Yes, that's me. That's me, Mr. Tachi's here.
Tachibana? I'm sorry, yeah. Tachibana Loves, clinical sociologist. He's a clinical sociologist at out in Florida, right?
Yes. I'm in
We're on the phone with our virtual special guest. She's on the virtual special guest couch. All the way from Austin, Texas, Callie Samsara.
and AKA Pam Foxy Lady.
Okay, hello there.
Hello.
Did you hear any of this? How long have you been? I heard you come in like a few seconds ago. Did you hear some of it?
I heard you talking about her intellect and how she's sexy. So I heard a little bit of that.
It's an understatement, but we were just saying how she's not taken seriously in the industry because, I mean, even if she had an agent to go book clients for her, if she wants to interview that Latino artist you were talking about, Callie, they probably they might take you serious or maybe not, but first when they look at you, they want to make you a model. And we were talking about how she was saying how it's frustrating because she wants to be, she comfortably said, I'm beautiful. I love how she had the confidence in her voice. There was no doubt, and she wasn't apologetic about it. But however, she wants to be taken seriously as a journalist, even if it's entertainment or gossip journalism is journalism, regardless of the genre. And it does take a bit of wherewithal and some mental fitness just to keep yourself serious. Because when you look at her, even when I first saw her, I said, wow, she's cute. But, and the one who told me she was a writer was Chris. Chris and I talked about it offline weeks ago. And I said, I didn't even know she wrote. Because most of the women who come online, they want to be models. But she is a writer. I'm not going to say inspiring. I'm going to say she is a writer. And what's your advice for her, since your professional advice, since you work in the medical field, the clinical sociology field, what would you recommend to her?
I mean, because for people to take her, I should say, let's just say what it is, for men to take her serious. I mean, Callie, do you have that issue with both men and women, or just solely with men taking you serious?
I feel like it's both. And then this is the thing. Women too, because women, a lot of women, there's a lot of professional women out here in Austin. And then I come in and I try to talk, even at a job. I'm going to bring this up, it's kind of off topic, but my last job I was at, I was in the interview. The guy came in, the general manager came in. He said, I like her already. She's hired. I didn't even go through the interview. I didn't go through the interview or nothing.
That's funny.
I don't know if it was my presence or my beauty or my booty. I don't know what it was.
That's trifecta. Your presence, your beauty, and your booty. I'm going to use that. I'm sorry, all of that. I mean,
but yeah, that's just one. That's one of the things. Like women. Like I feel like if I go into a job interview right now, and there's it's a woman that's going to be interviewing me, I have to think of so many things. I don't want to dress too sexy. I don't want my heels to be too high. I don't want my hair to be too. I feel like I can't be too sexy because she might not hire me because I might be a distraction. Or something like that. That's like normal everyday things. On a job with a man that's hiring, I feel like, well, okay, if I'm too sexy, he won't take me seriously. He won't think I can do the job.
So that goes even a hundredfold when we talk about the entertainment industry. It's got to be worse.
Yeah, and I'm just getting into this. Like, I really, literally am just getting into this. When I decided to do my fashion line and I started promoting myself, I started trying to network with the right people, the people who are well known in Austin and hip hop and entertainment. I just started networking and meeting those right people, and so once I did, and then I don't know. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Well, I don't really think you should be shy about your sexuality. I don't think you should. I think you should keep it at a sort of as a kind of conservative level. But at the same time, if you have something that that society basically revels in, this is a very sexual world that we live in. So I don't see nothing wrong with you being proud and being confident in yourself. If you have that confidence and you exude that to the world, and then you also are talented as a writer, then yes, you will go far. So I think you should embrace all of them. That's how I feel about that. Yeah. So
I think that's sage advice, Doc. I think that's sage advice.
Yeah, I don't think you should be concerned about those other women. You know, if they, well, then again, a lot of women probably start lying and hating on you.
And that happened. I've seen that
I've
happen.
seen that happen too. I'm sure my daughter goes through that. They look at her and she's not even doing modeling as far as I know. And it's like she can't open her mouth. They already made their mind up about her. But for as the job that the vocation that you've chosen, I mean, I've never thought of it like that because, I mean, with the looks, I thought it's just the work ethic would get you in. I guess I didn't think of being a journalist as people who are in the music industry or who are acting. I just didn't think of it the same way. I know they have that same issue. It's on their physical beauty, and they gotta, get on the infamous casting couch just to be read for a role. But for what you want to do, just to interview, up and coming hip hop artists in the Austin area, I mean, this is an ongoing thing because when you first came in, Doc, what you were saying is so many kings or kangs in the Austin area in the hip hop, and it's a light bulb went off in Callie's head. She said, I can monetize this. I can make a money off of this by interviewing it. She wants to gossip and talk about people's shit, but at least she's doing behind your back. You put the pen to paper, and she wants to get in the ground just like everyone else. That's amazing. I never thought it. The physical beauty holding the woman back.
I want to say something right quick. Can y'all hear me?
Hey, Chris, yeah, brother, go on.
Yeah, hey, Callie, this is my perspective and my experience. Ain't nobody gonna give you shit. Don't nobody gonna care about what you're trying to do. Like, everything that people are liking about what I'm doing, I created it out of thin fucking air, not caring what anybody think. Just stick it to my passion and just keep creating. Like, I've been on Marcus Love and Top Mr. Other Love. I don't want to your name up.
Call him Dr. Love.
For like several years now. Like, I've built relationships.
Toxic Love?
I built relationships with Marcus and Top. Oh my God, man, my bad, bro.
He's not for love anymore. He's toxic love. His love is toxic. He's not for love anymore. He's toxic.
I'm calling Mr. T, but what I'm saying is, like, I went to clubs and tried to work with different people. They don't give me a chance. I just created my own lane. Like, if you want to be a writer and want to be recognized, just start writing. There's like free websites where you can create and just put your blogs up about whatever you like writing about.
Those diaries that you actually talked about, those video recordings.
Yeah, people are going to chime in because, there's other people might relate to what you're saying. And like, I created a group. It started off like 10 people. Now it's like matter of fact, create like 4 or 5 groups. Now it don't got better over the years, and you just gotta keep going and keep reaching out, keep networking, not worrying about who's gonna like it or not. You just gotta enjoy doing what you're doing, whether you get paid for it or not. But then the money will come if you enjoy what you're doing.
That'd be cliche, but it's the truth, Callie. The money will come. It'll take a while, but the money will come.
Yeah.
That's exactly where I'm at. TJ, right?
Yeah.
TJ said something that says, just do what you love, and he created. That's it. I came up with Dark Side of Love and Kings of Honesty Entertainment about 2 years ago. It was just an idea I had where by myself was like, what am I going to do with myself? I'm like 5-6 years away from 30. I can't be 30 and just still be working at a job and not be, Pam Foxy Lady, the diva. I want people to know the diva. I want them to know, the dark side. And it's not just, it's not basic like all these other clothing lines out here with your little mini dress, and it's art. It's actual art. And if y'all I'm gonna post some stuff, but the art is amazing.
Please do.
And the art is so good that's what.
Now, do you do the art yourself, or do you hire a contractor to do the art for you?
No, my nephew is the artist.
Shout out to your nephew.
Shout out to my nephew, Odd Bird. He's an artist. He's an amazing artist, And when he came out with the image, it's called I called up immediately, and I said, I want you to be the artist for my clothing line. You know, because I had to say, what is going to set me apart from all these fashion designers? You know, you have these big names in fashion, and they've been doing this for years, you know what I'm saying? And then they're well known. What's going to set me apart? And being in Austin, the slogan for Austin is keep it weird. Keep Austin weird. And
keep it real, you mean?
Keep Austin weird.
Keep Austin weird.
Yes.
I thought I was on my slogan before the show. Wow. Listen, Chris. Oh, man.
Yes, everything is weird in Austin. I mean, you can walk down the street and see a white girl with rainbow dreads, and then walk down the street and see a guy in a business suit with tattoos and gauges in his ears, you know, in a business suit, you know, so.
That's weird.
Yes, everything is weird here. Everything is weird. So when that artwork, when we collaborated, and he was like, yeah, whatever. If you see something that I drew and you want it, go ahead. I said, all right, this is what you gotta say. So, and he inspired me to get there, to be the dark side of love, and it's that image. And I'm gonna post that image on the Facebook page, and so y'all can see what I'm talking about.
I have another idea for you. You can also start posting stuff on Instagram. Like I'm also a photographer, and I post stuff on Instagram, and I have people from Australia wanting about my pictures. So it's like that's another good place to put on this for the whole world to see. To start an Instagram and put all your work on there, let people see it. Even it's on Facebook page.
Yeah, I have the Instagram. I'm all on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
I'm on Instagram, so just, you know, getting myself out there. At first, I was kind of like, I don't like social media. It's, you know, it's just a way for people to be in your business. And then I realized, oh no, this is a business. This is the business. Everybody can see my business. And once I started looking at it that way.
It's really cheap. Social media it's more, I think you get more organic responses. Like, just this interview of you today, I just went through Facebook. I'm not going to say how much it costs, but it wasn't expensive as you think. And I just went from America, the North American continent, the UK, and the African continent. And I got a lot of people from Kenya. I think it was 48% women and 52% men. Ages between 25 and 34. That's a demographic. That's Kenya. So, you know, I don't speak Swahili, but if you're listening out there, you know, maybe you can call in. It's like a, 9-hour difference? A 10-hour difference. So, it's like the 10:30 at night over there, so they might be saying, you know what, I gotta go to work tomorrow. Whatever, Little Brothers Podcast. I'll just listen. I ain't calling in. But if you guys want to call in, please call in 712-451-0601. Back in at 712-451-0601.
And the old access code to get in to join this lovely conversation is 502-814. That's 502-814. So, Doc and Chris, you guys got any other advice for her? Because she sounds like she's on her way, but, you know,
just do it, like Nike say, just do it. Don't wait till nobody motivate y'all. You gotta motivate yourself, man. Like, I wish people would support each other more, but that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta grind.
I'm glad you said that, man. Some people I know, obviously a lot, they mix up the word inspiration and motivation. You could be inspired by others, but motivation comes from yourself.
Yeah.
Am I right about that, Doc?
Yeah.
Did I get it mixed around?
No, you hit it right on the head. Yeah, no, there's always somebody watching you, and you're always inspiring other people, whether you know it or not.
Well, yeah, true.
Yeah. So you just got to keep motivating yourself. It's like once you find like there's one like spark in you, and once you realize what you're capable of, usually that if you get that determination, you usually take off with it. Because that's kind of like what was my story. You know, I had just got out of high school, and I wasn't like sure what I didn't know what I was going to do with my life or whatever. And I was like, well, I guess I go to college. So I've never had calculus. And I had this woman said, she came up to me and she was like, okay, so you never done calculus. And so she wrote a calculus problem on a board, and nobody really motivated or told me I could do anything. And so I was like, I can't do that calculus problem. And so she showed me how to do it one time. And then so I remembered it, and so she did another problem, and then I did that problem, and I got it right. And so then she said, that's the problem. She's like, nobody ever told you you can do something, but now you realize what you can do. There's nothing, there's no boundaries.
No
and that just set up a spark. I'm sorry?
You said there's no limitations. That's exactly what happened to me too. That's exactly what happened to me too. I was just like, I was a stay-at-home mom, didn't do really anything, and then once I got divorced, I was like, what am I going to do with my life? That's when I was like coming up with these ideas, and ever since then I pushed myself, I motivated myself. And look where I'm at now. I mean, it may seem like nothing to somebody else, but to me, this is amazing. This is a great step forward in the right direction. Being on the phone here on this podcast with you gentlemen, this is amazing. This is like...
I like that you call those gentlemen. Thank you. I don't see myself as one. I may play one on TV, but I don't know. I'm just kidding. But, you know, let's say that you... Because I can't help but throw this in. Let's say you're on your way, and people your clothing line is off, and you're interviewing more hip hop artists, not just in the Austin area, but if you use the internet, you can interview people all over the world, like we're interviewing you. Do you think that you have time for, I don't want to say love life, but just dating? No, you know what? I am going to say it. You got time to fall in love again? You got those 2 sons to worry about. You're doing your business. You're on the move. Do you have time to pause and give some time to some lucky gentleman out there?
Yes and no. I feel like this is going to be really good. I feel like that if you do want to be a part of my life and be in a relationship, I don't even like relationships. I don't even believe in relationships anymore. I think everybody should be in an open relationship, and that would solve a lot of problems for everybody. Have an open relationship.
Yeah. I can go into that because I wrote my first blog, my only blog. I'm so slow. Sorry, Chris, if you're still there. For the second with Chris, second with you got something young, I get them mixed up. Second class magazine wrote about polygamy versus polygyny. Are you more saying you're into polygamy or polygyny, or you just said an open relationship?
An open relationship for me, because right now, when all this is in the making, there was a man that I was dating, and he wanted to be serious with me. He was like, I want to be your man all the way, and I'm like, I can't do that because you're gonna want me to just focus on you and our relationship, and I'm gonna need to talk to that guy. I'm gonna need to talk to that guy, and when I go to the bar, I'm gonna have to go and talk to that guy and that girl right there too. I don't want to be with them. I don't. They need to know who I am. They need to know who I am.
I'm cutting you off on purpose because I don't want to put words in your mouth, because I know you and I sometimes in the Facebook group that we like the same lovely women, the pictures. You like them dark skin, so do I. So is that okay with you? You like both, men and women, or am I being too personal?
No, you're not getting too personal. This is America. I mean, men can be women and women can be men. So
you're a true artist, and nothing's going to make you blush today, right?
No, nothing is. I'm not sexually attracted to women, but I think that women are so beautiful. They're like works of art, and I will sit here and stare at a woman and just stare at her and be like, she's so beautiful. I wonder what she's thinking about.
Same thing.
You know, I'm like, I would just love to see her naked. I want to see her naked, but I don't want to do nothing sexual to her. I don't want to touch her. I don't want to touch her. I don't want to do nothing sexual to her. I just want to look. Just let me look. I just want to look and see. I mean, you can do something to her, but I don't want to join in. I just want to watch.
Visual like us, Doc. I guess she's the exception. Yeah. So women can't be visual like us men. Yeah, that's comfortable now. I was are you a drink there, Kylie?
Huh?
I'm drinking some sangria now. This is getting good here.
Okay.
Yeah, she reminded me when I was in Brazil. It was this one woman. I just wanted Brazil. This is gonna sound kind of, but exactly like she just said, like work the bar. It was a woman that I invited to my place. She came over to my place like 2 days, and there was no sex. I just wanted to look at her and just be in her company. I mean, she did I did watch her shower, but I just wanted to look at her because I was so fascinated about the work, what God has did to her, her body, and her face was just like a drawing. So I would sit there and just look at her. And she just, I mean, it was crazy to sound. She was ready to do stuff. And I was like, no, chill. Let me just look at you. Hold on. Let me just look. Yeah. And, you know, it was cool. It was just, I mean, I will admit the first
time we did do something, but I was like, when I first met her, but when she came over the other 2 times, I was like,
allegedly. That's what I say, Doc. I say allegedly.
He's poetic with the pussy.
Okay, allegedly. But yeah, they're just women are beautiful, and I just love looking at them. Just love them.
Well, you in the right
Yeah, and then like what I was saying about the relationship, like I crave more companionship. I don't want you to be, up under me and telling me what I got or whatever, people expect out of relationships nowadays.
That was my next question. If you had time, how serious you could get with them? Because they may not be your soulmate, but damn it, they're going to be your partner, and they can either be an asset or a liability. Am I bullshitting, Chris? We talked about this a couple of shows back about it's hard to get a woman. She can be an asset or a liability. So,
right.
Yeah, seem like most liabilities nowadays.
That's what it seems
talk to
like.
your American sisters, Kylie. Talk to your American sisters.
I'm
Get them on the program.
I'm trying to get them to understand. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like, and then women, a lot of women and men, they can be so possessive that it'll push me away. It'll push me away. As soon as you start acting possessive or say, what was you doing? Where was you at? Why was you looking at the dude?
No, not that kind of possessive. I'll let you go on. I'm going something else, but go on.
No, I mean, anything, it could be sexually possessive, like,
that one, yeah.
That one, you could be sexually possessive, and what if that's why I said an open relationship. What if I want to go out to the bar one night, and, that guy over there at the bar is looking really good. I don't care about that dude. I don't want to spend the rest of my life with him, just one night, and I'm going to go back to my man. And if it's an open relationship, you can understand that. You can respect that. And I'm coming back.
I can respect that, yeah.
Hell no.
I'm respected that you actually got an open mind like that. Because that's going to keep your business game on keep it. I can't say what I want to say. It's going to keep you focused on your business, keep you tight. So you don't have any. Is that the reason for it? So you won't have any distractions, or that's just how you built?
I think it's more of a distraction thing. I think if I try to do a relationship with somebody, then they'll be like distracting me, and then I'll be trying to keep them happy and make sure they have and be just this great woman to them instead of focusing on
what I gotta do. Because, we do have to network. We do have to get out there and talk to people. And people do need to know who Pam Foxy Lady is. And I can't do that up under your dick all day. I don't know if I can say dick on the radio.
You can say dick. Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Okay, but how about when you do meet these men, do you lay it out up front? Like, okay, this is an open relationship, and I want to do what I want to do, and if you're okay with that, then we can do a little something. Like, yeah, I think you need to,
lay that out first so the man will have that understanding.
Yes.
What they,
Yes.
okay.
This is actually, right now, I'm actually in my first open relationship, and I don't want to call it a relationship because he's my companion, and we don't have sex. And honestly, it's amazing because I'm with him all the time. And last time I had sex was like a one night stand or whatever. But I came home to my man, and he, we don't have sex. We haven't had sex, and if we get married, then we will. But as of right now, you're my companion. And if you're going to be there for me, and if you have my back through all this stuff, through my business, through me, struggling for my business, to getting it started, to being there with my kids, if you're going to be there, you're going to be there. And sex should have nothing to do with that. In my mind.
So that's a unique gentleman because I know I wouldn't be down with that because I'm just one man. But I'm saying, so I don't like labels, Tommy. I don't like labels. But do you consider yourself, the F word, feminist?
So what is that? What's the F word?
The feminist.
Feminist.
Do you consider yourself a feminist?
I don't even know how to describe it. Like women empowerment, like women. Like I think women should be like. Women should be more empowered or more empowering each other.
The only reason I said that when you said you would have a companion, but you don't have sex with them, you do have urges. You go out to get it, and you come back, and the only way you will have sex with them if you guys get legally married. So I'm thinking that's a unique situation. I'm thinking that's why I asked you. You consider yourself a feminist, or are you just being? This is how you are. You consider yourself an individual.
I think I'm just being myself because I like you talked about earlier. People taking me serious. I tried to be in a relationship with men that I had sex with, and they wouldn't take me seriously. They wouldn't take me seriously. Oh, you're out doing this, you're out doing that.
Including the one you just divorced, right?
Yeah, my ex-husband. No, my ex-husband. Oh, I was spoiled brat. I didn't have to do nothing. I didn't want for nothing. I didn't have to do nothing.
There's nothing wrong with that, and there's nothing wrong with that. You'd be surprised how many men want to take care of a woman. Isn't that right, Chris? The right woman, though.
The right woman. The right woman. And I was the right woman. And after I got divorced, that's when I was just like, that's when I just honestly I started exploring myself, how I feel about things. Because I met my husband when I was 16 years old, and we just got divorced 2 years ago. So,
wow.
I really didn't just have a chance to just explore and just meet people and just get to know myself, my body. And like y'all said, when I posted that picture, y'all said, thank you for sharing me with us. And I was just like, I went outside of my boundaries and did that.
You did.
And I was comfortable with that because I was just being open to this new person that I am and that I'm becoming.
I thought you were too shy to do it. I thought you were shy. Those are your words. You said I'm shy. And when you did it, I went, whoa. I said, man, if you had makeup on, it was tastefully done. He wasn't caked on with too much makeup. It looked very, very organic. And I always say that. You look natural, very natural. And
I don't wear makeup. Wow. I'm on a no makeup. This is one of my things. What do they call it? Trends? Yeah, it's my trends. Okay, I'm on the no makeup trend, and I'm also bringing the fanny pack back. So those are my trends that I'm starting. The no makeup trend.
Look, I'm bringing that fanny pack back.
I'm bringing the fanny pack back.
The only way, when I live in Sacramento, California. When I see these guys walking around with fanny packs, all I think about is he's got a concealed weapon, and he put it in the fanny pack. Other than that, why are you going to have it on? That shit played out 20-something years ago. Well, I had one back in 1990, back when they had the hammer pans. He was a bust the hammer pans go to the club. You laughed, but we was all wearing them. Now, Chris is my daughter's age, so he's safe. I can't cap on Chris. He wasn't good about that. You know, Doc. You my age. You used to wear that shit to the clubs and the fanny packs and all. Fanny packs.
I'm bringing the fanny pack back. I'm bringing it back. I don't care what nobody says. I'm bringing the fanny pack back.
You can do it. God bless you. Do this. How would you make it any different? I would put your logo on it, right?
Yes. Everybody's going to have my logo on it. That's why I'm bringing it back.
May I suggest putting it on a beautiful woman? Don't put it on a dude. You can say fuck you,
No, it's not for dudes. No, it's for females. It's for females. And the reason... Yes,
okay.
No, for females.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to bring it back instead of purses and bags. I'm going to bring the fanny pack back.
You know what? I stepped in too soon. I stepped on my dick, as people say. You know what? Charlie? You're right. Because you know what I can't stand? I'm out with my lady, and she asked me to hold her purse when she goes to the bathroom. My first question is, if you were by yourself, what would you do with the purse? So maybe they need a fanny pack so they can keep that motherfucker on. Because I always know it. The next time we in a restaurant and you just go off to the bathroom, I'm taking myself a tip. And baby, if you're listening, I love you, but we had this conversation in private. So the next time we go out and leave that purse, I'm not gonna bitch, I ain't gonna complain. But don't be surprised if $20 or $40 is from your purse. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking a tip off a fee. But I ain't want you to win the purse, and I love her. So maybe you're right. Maybe you need to bring that same thing back to the beach.
That's what I'm saying, because I hate carrying my purse around when I'm shopping.
You don't know how to like them designer purses. How you gonna make this fanny pack bomb? So if the any women listening, I want to know if you can call in. Because if you know if you wear one, I want you to be successful. Fuck it. If you can bring that mom back, bring it back. I don't want to be watching no damn purses anyway, so.
And then this is why this was my idea for bringing the fanny pack back, because every time I go out to the club and I have one too many drinks, I lose my ID, I lose some money, I lose my keys.
Yeah, Florida.
If I have too many drinks, I lose something.
You lose a couple of grand, me and Chris pick them up before.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if I lose something will fall out of my pocket, you know, and then I'm like, damn, I lost my ID, I lost my wallet. But if I have that fanny pack, it's not going nowhere. It's right there on the side. Like, I can't drop it. I can't set it down nowhere.
And you gotta look sexy with a girl with a big butt like yours. You gotta get accessible for women like that.
Yeah, because then you're going to be looking at her fanny pack. You'll be like, oh, she's wearing your fanny pack. But you was looking at her ass, though. You know you were looking at her ass.
So don't make the fanny pack so goofy looking that I don't need to look at her ass. That's why I open the door for women so I can watch her walk away. Look at that ass. Make that motherfucker look good. Please, I'm serious. No,
it is. No, it's not going to be like... It is going to be attractive. It's going to be like that. Hold on, y'all didn't hang up on me. Oh, okay, no, okay. It was my phone. It's just my phone.
Oh, I'm backing you. I'm serious. Don't you make it sexy though. Let's go back on a moment. Let's
get back on topic.
I'm curious about why you and your male friend don't have sex. That would make you doctor. That's stuck in my head.
Okay. Well, I've been wanting to talk about this too. I have been wanting to talk about this. I feel like because like I said, I feel like if I have sex with a man, you know, we've been dating, say 3 months, say 2 weeks. We're dating 2 weeks and we have sex. You know, how serious are you going to take me in a relationship? Are you going to even want to be in a relationship with me? Are you going to be there for my kids? Are you going to be there with for my kids, for, you know, be there as the family man and be there as my man? Or are you just the dude that I'm going to call up when I need some dick? You know?
Okay, and are you trying to build anything with this man? Or just a pal?
No, that's the whole point of it, is that are you really seriously committed to me outside of our sexual relationship? Are you willing to spend time with me, to listen to my problems, to be there for me and my children? Like you said, like most men say, oh, well, I got you, I'll be there for you. And, you know, when you need them, or, you know, whatever it is. If you can be there for me and love me and have my back 100% without sex, then you're worth it. You're worth it. Automatically, you're worth it. You know why? Because you're there. If you're there without sex. And so many women, I feel like they give it up too easily, and that's why they can't keep that relationship. And then, you know, and if you do have sex with him and you're sexing all the time or whatever, that's all your relationship is about. You have nothing else. You have nothing else in that relationship. It has no depth. It has no meaning. It's just It's just purely sexual, and I don't want that. I crave a companionship. I crave somebody to be there for me when I've had a bad day, or when I'm having my bipolar moment, and I think everybody's against me, and he's like, nah, babe, you're tripping. Don't worry about that. You know, you're still there for me. You still have my back, whether I come home and suck your dick or not. You know what I'm saying? That's
well, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
maybe it's an experiment that I'm doing. I really think it's an experiment that I'm doing, because honestly, right now, it could have been him, it could have been any other guy, and I would not have had sex with him because I want to see how long you're gonna last. How long are you gonna last and be there for me? Because I know my loyalty level. I know my commitment level. And I'm 100% loyal to you, you know. But if you're not there, if I don't get that same loyalty in return, why should you get this good cookie? Why do you get all this juiciness? You don't deserve it.
You want a guy to do all this stuff for you and he gets no ass at all?
No, he's gonna get the ass. He's gonna get it.
Preach to the congregation.
Well, like what? 5 months down the road.
He's gonna get it though, but you don't get it. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna make me do all this, and I'm not gonna get any sex out of it. Exactly. That's my point.
Mutual, baby. How are you making you do anything? I mean, you turn it on by him, right? You say you want to suck his dick, lick his balls. I'd rather have a woman that wants to do that versus me having to ask her. So I don't want you to feel like you have to do it, you know? And you should want to, you know?
Right,
exactly. Love your man. Keep your man happy.
I want to do that, but that's what I'm saying. And like we were talking about before, beautiful women and being taken seriously. Right.
You get in a relationship with a guy that's in the industry, like one of the rappers or entertainers in the Austin area, since you're in contact with them. Most people, and Doc, if you're still there, back me up on this. I may be I don't want to misspeak. People have their relationships in the workplace most of the time. And your workplace is in the club, interviewing people for your job and column. So you might meet your next love of your life. You might be somebody you're interviewing. Do you think you can get that love from somebody you're interviewing to take you serious? For sex, commitment, the whole thing?
No.
Why not?
No, I don't, because they don't know the real me. I want you to love me and be all in for the real me. And the real me is stone cold food. I'm a stone cold food. But I'm a good person, I have a good heart, and I'm loyal. But I'm crazy as fuck. Excuse my language.
Oh, wow.
I'm really good.
Details. Doc Tatiana is a clinical psychologist, so I can't call you crazy. So only he can make that diagnosis or diagnosis. Stephanie, it's your turn. Yes, I'm here. 3-on-1 interview.
In other words, she's
Some people call that a train. Some people call that a train. I'm calling it an interview. So, your turn. You up, man. You up. Why you calling yourself chilling out?
Yeah. Why? What's this? You keep calling yourself crazy. What's that all about?
Well, I'm not saying I'm crazy. I'm saying that on a regular day-to-day basis, I might have a moment where I'm just like, I'm not. Then you'll be like, Veronica, are you serious? The drama, like I will create drama out of nothing. like that's my charger, and you know that's my charger. My charger was in the car, and you know my companion, he will be like, okay, Veronica, and just kill it. I can't even be mad at him. I can't argue with him because he would just be like, I'd be like, oh, you did this and you did that, and he'll be like, okay, and just dead it. You know, but if it, you know, I feel like the other relationships that I tried in, you know, and I had my dramatic moment, they egged me on. They continued the fight, and we can fight all night, but I don't want to do that. You know, we, you know, you got. It's like I don't know if I'm testing people, if I'm testing their limits, or if I'm just being myself. Because I do like to test people's limits.
Yeah, you are testing limits. You're seeing, it almost seems like you're seeing with somebody abandon you. It's like you're trying to throw things out there to see what a person, like,
will do.
Yeah,
pretty much.
So have you had, like, somebody abandon you that you really cared about?
I'm trying to remember. Let's see.
It stems from somewhere for you to be.
It does,
like,
and I think it does. It might stem from my first guy. I was when I lost my virginity. I think I was like, this is wrong, but I was like maybe like 14, and he was 24. And, you know, I was there for him. Like, if he called me up and he needed to talk, and cause he had a girlfriend that lived with him, and, she left him one day because he couldn't pay the light bill, so she left. And then I came over and I said, baby, it's good, I'm here for you, I got your back. And, you know, even though I was young and I was a kid, I was still emotionally there for that guy. And then a few years later, he's with this other woman. He called me and he says, I got her pregnant, and whatever happened in the conversation. And I said, well, okay, well, do you want me to come over? You want to talk about it? He was like, well, I can't be with you because you can't do anything for me.
Oh, wow. Damn.
And so now it's just like, honestly, I do test people. I see how far what are you willing, you know, to put up with? You know, what are you willing to deal with to be with me? And I'm not saying that I will do all these things to you. I'm not saying I will put you through everything, but are you willing to stand that test of time? And that's why I said I don't want to be in a relationship. I'd rather have an open relationship because I know I got my back and I know I'm here for myself. And if I want to bring you in and enjoy and spend some time with you, I can, but I still can send you home. You know, and I think that's comfortable for me. That's comfortable. It's comfortable, it's easy, and it's safe.
So now you're like a dude now.
Huh?
You're like a dude.
I feel all of that, yeah.
So you're a female dude.
We want to put that on a t-shirt, right? So you come up with these sayings.
You want to be in a relationship to smash other niggas, but the nigga you trying to get you, he can't smash. And he gotta stick by you while you go through all your episodes. And if he don't stick by you, he a fuck boy. Hell nah. Got a nigga.
Get dismissed.
Is that it in a nutshell, lady?
Huh?
Callie, did Chris sum it up in a nutshell? Is that what it is? In a nutshell?
Well, I think it's more of I know where I'm going, and I know that I'm going to be successful. And,
I think you will be successful because you under fire from three brothers. We interviewing you, and we are holding back on you, baby. But you standing strong. How much can you take? Can we ask the serious shit, or are you going to break down?
Nah.
No, I'm not going to break down.
You took off it was.
No, I wish I could be there on the couch with you guys, because it would be on and popping. Like I was on the couch right there with you.
Special guest couch right now. That couch is black for a reason, so the stains won't show. Come on now. Can you take all of us? Chris, I know Chris want to talk to me. Come on, Chris is the youngest
What's
out
up,
of all
Chris?
three.
Because I haven't even heard Chris saying anything.
Chris is 32. He's close to your age. You're 25, right?
I'm 32.
Chris is not 25.
No, you're 25,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, I was like, I know he's no. Yes, I'm 25.
Chris is 32. So Chris is my daughter. He's closer to you in age. So he's 25. Ooh, Doc, she's a tender young thing, huh? Reminds you of Brazil, huh? Anyway, Chris, your turn. Chris, go in, ask the tough one. I gotta ask the tough one.
It's more like
You can take all three of us, man.
A statement of more so like guys of my age, close to millennials. for me, just to deal with a woman at that age group is too much of a responsibility, especially if you're trying to go somewhere in life, to be able to carry your load and also trying to help carry the female's load as well. Like she stated that you should have a bipolar moment. Like that's a big load to carry for a guy who's trying to get with her, get to know her, to be able to accept that. Because you know, bipolar is a serious thing. So like that was something you have to go see a real professional for, and that's a big load. For
No, there's no professional, Chris. It's called marijuana.
Marijuana.
No professional needed.
Hey.
Medical marijuana.
Okay.
No professional needed.
And also,
Smoke my blunt and calm down.
Like, if a guy got your phone charger, you a snap if your boyfriend uses a phone charger?
I was just saying, it was just like a scenario. It could have been anything. You know, you could have been out all night. You could have been out all night working, and I know you're at work. I know you're at work because I just video chatted you. But you could come home.
Stop now, Chris.
You can come home and I'm accusing you of doing this, that, and the third when I know you was at work. I just video chatted you. You was at your desk. No, there was somebody up under your desk sucking your dick. You were doing this. You were doing that. That's not real. I made that up in my head. But you know what I'm saying?
But why do that? Why do that though?
Yeah, you made a whole scenario.
I don't know. Maybe because I just want to see if you will argue with me, or maybe you are lying. Maybe you really were. Maybe she really was under the desk sucking your dick.
So pretty much you just got
maybe you were. Maybe you weren't. I don't know.
In my case, it might be true, but that's another story. But
so you just gotta argue.
You just picking the worst out the brother. Like, damn, I call you, and are you really having a bipolar moment, or are you just trying to give him a shit test to see how he reacts? See if
I think it's more to see how somebody reacts. Like I know I do things to see how you react. Like because honestly, if you're gonna spend so much time with a person, you know, you're not gonna always be perfect all the time, and neither are they. You know, and y'all are gonna have your moments where each other doesn't agree with each other's moments. And are you just gonna up and leave me? Or are you going to be like, babe, I still got your back. Like, you get on my nerves, go to your room, but I still got your back. You know? Things like that. And it's like, I don't...
Ladies and gentlemen listening in, this is Kali Santasada, a.k.a. Pam, Foxy Brown on the Love Podcast live show here. You know what? This portion of the interview is what we call the virtual special guest couch, and Charlie's our special guest. So we do have a clinical sociologist on standby, Dr. Tachibana Love. And Doc, weigh in on this right here. You're the most educated out of all three of us. Chris and myself. Chris and I got our opinions on life experience. You actually got a degree hanging on your wall, so you basically tell us to shut the fuck up and look and give her what she needs to hear or the truth.
I think she has a lot of unbalanced chakras there. It's a lot of unbalanced energies. She's holding on. Yeah, she's holding on to something from the past, and I've been thinking about how many men that probably really loved her, that she had those moments that she revert back to the past and chase them away.
It sounds better coming from you. So yeah, I was thinking the same thing. And that's a couple of good
times.
That's
exactly what it is.
And then you'll say, I knew he didn't love me. I knew he didn't love me. You see? So you're trying to prove something in your head that doesn't really exist. So that's a way of you, but that's a way of you protecting yourself. Like that, that's a mechanism that you have to protect your feelings, because once you feel somebody getting close to you, you're probably going to chase them away because you're trying to convince yourself that person didn't really care about you when they probably did really care about you. But you don't want to cross that threshold to say, well, oh wow, this person really does care. And then there also could be a part of you that you feel, this may sound crazy, but it may be a part of you that feel that you don't deserve to be cared about.
I think more, and then everything I feel like you said is true. And I know that within myself and within my thought process, I feel like somebody really does care about me. I don't want that responsibility, because then I have to care about you back. And what if I don't want to care about you? What if I want to be an asshole? You know what
So
I'm
this
saying?
goes back
And
to
that's
what
my
you were
fault.
saying a half hour ago. You don't have time to get into a relationship right now because your business comes first. So this will be a distraction, and you may go into what you said, your bipolar mode, and it throws you all off. So, wow, this has come full circle here. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was like, I don't know. Now y'all think I'm crazy because I'm not really bipolar. I just say it's a moment. And I'm really bipolar, so yeah, it's a moment I had. You know, I'm really not crazy, and I'm really a sweetheart, and I'll do anything for my man. But I just feel like I don't want to get close to nobody, and I don't want to let anybody in, because then that's a responsibility that I have to uphold now. That's another responsibility that I have to uphold. I have to think about your feelings and how you would react. And, you know, and maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I'm being selfish because I want to work on what I want to work on now. And that has a lot to do with it. And I push people away because I don't want them, I don't, you know, and I know I'm going to be successful. Okay, are you here because you really love me and care about me, or because you know I'm going to be successful?
So what about their success? Are they like just laying on the couch and just saying, well, yeah, you're going to be successful one day and we're going to live on you? I mean, are they really... I mean, I'm pretty sure you're picking some ideal men that are all sort of
doing something with themselves. So why is it all on you to say that I'm going to be successful? Aren't they trying to be successful too?
Yeah, they are, but the thing is, like I said, I was married. I was married for almost 6 years. I was with the same man since I was 16, and I depended on him and for everything. And now, you know, that we're not together, it's like I want to do something. I want to make something for myself. I want to be able to say, well, I did that. I didn't say, oh, Big Daddy, I need $2,000 so I can go do this. Oh, I need some money so I can go do that, Big Daddy, please. And, you know, I didn't even, you know, it wasn't a problem. He would do it, but it wasn't anything that I created for myself. That I did. I put that hard work, that blood, that sweat, that tears into it to make it what it is. You know, I just asked my Big Daddy for money. And, you know,
I understand that. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm really independent. Go ahead, guys, because I feel like I'm talking too much.
I can agree. It's all about you guys. Yeah. You can talk all you want. I mean, you're the guest here. Yeah.
And you know what? I want to bring up my name.
I'm sorry. I cut Doc off. People said he had a thought coming out. I really No. I'm saying I agree with her. You know, she wants to be independent and don't want to depend on nobody. But at the same time, you know, I don't want you to be like shitting on people's feelings, though. That's kind of cold. You know, it could be some men out there that you came across that you could have really hurt those brothers. You know, I mean...
I really did hurt those guys, yeah.
I don't even really want to hear your voice, though.
Right now, that's probably
listen to you. I really hurt those guys. I really did. And you
I really did.
I'm just laughing. I'm like, damn, it's like... That's borderline, I mean, that sounds like a sociopath. And it's any compilation. Sociopaths make the best politicians. Am I right, Doc? Yeah, you're right. The most charismatic, they talk about, charismatic people. I guess Hillary Clinton considered a man in a dress, so we'll put her in there too. Charismatic people who are naturally focused on their goal, don't give a fuck who they step over to get to where they gotta go. Sociopath, or in your case, a successful businesswoman. So maybe what you're doing, I'm not a professional like that. I'm thinking maybe this is your path. Maybe this is how you're dealing with things. Because you're only 25, babe. I mean,
You got a ways to go, but I know turning 30 seems to be a magical number for you ladies. You're saying you want to get to a certain goal before you get to a certain age. I can respect that, but you might have hurt some good guys along the way. Don't you think maybe, you know... I'll ask you a third time. I mean, you give me the same answer. So you have no room for a guy in your life until you get to your business goals, correct? There's no exceptions. Say I'm not gonna put words in your mouth. What would be the exceptional guy to make you take a guy on right now before you get to your goals, if you would do that?
I would not mind taking on a relationship. Like I said, it would have to be an open relationship. And that's about it. Say the question again.
You keep that on point. You said you have it, but it's got to be open, and I know why you want it open because you said it's less complicated and you're not distracted. And if you do decide to get married, then that's the person you live with now. You know, you said that's not now, but if you had a relationship like that where you wouldn't have, he's your partner. Yeah, you said you are doing it now. He's your partner.
He's my partner. Yeah. What?
Oh, he's a real cool ass roommate, basically, right?
Basically.
Does he pay all the bills or is it 50-50? I'm going to ask.
No, it's 50-50.
No shit. It's finally you are? I'm going to be like 90-10.
Let me try to push the envelope. They try. If they can't get you to pay all the bills, they go for both.
And this is one guy.
He paid the rent, all
this is one guy.
And you pay this a Netflix bill? I mean, what?
No, we split everything. You know, we make sure all the bills are paid, all the kids are taken care of. But the thing, this is one guy that I've been chasing after, and I feel like he doesn't take me seriously. And then, I was trying to hit him up last night, and you know, he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna come through, I'm gonna come pick you up. And I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, he hasn't responded, hasn't called, hasn't nothing. And I'm like, that's why I don't fuck nobody. This is why I don't have sex with people. Because if I do, then you're not gonna take me seriously. Because we already did it before. Now I want it again, and you're just like, you know, you won't even respond to me. Or whatever, you know, and he has a lot of money. You know, he's that guy that I would be like, well, you pay all the bills. You pay all the bills. You do this, you do that. But I don't want that. I don't want that.
Don't mess up the rotation, Callie. It was Stockton, it was me, and I was the other little brother, Christopher Love. Your turn. She said sugar daddy. Well, I'm saying sugar daddy. I broke it down.
Sugar daddy? Sugar daddy.
I broke it down. I'm an older man. I just said sugar daddy or sponsor.
I haven't had a sponsor in a long time.
That's cool though.
It's been very difficult.
Not every woman can get that. I mean, I'm serious. You are an exceptional looking woman. It's like when I first met you, I thought you were Ethiopian or Egyptian. I had no idea what your ethnic background was. And I didn't really want to come out and ask, but I remember I asked you. And it's like, man.
Oh, yeah, Native American and Mexican.
Pardon?
Yeah, I was saying I'm Native American and Mexican.
Okay.
What were you saying?
What makes you happy in your life concerning just everything? Like, where is it's almost like there's a slight assertiveness and like aggression in your voice. It just almost seems like you're angry. Are you kind of angry at men? Like, it's like when
no,
you talk
but
about men.
I see myself as okay, so this is my fantasy, you guys. Like, I'm this dominatrix. Like, you know, like that scene from the Players Club where Ronnie comes out and all eyes on me, motherfucker. If anybody looks somewhere else and then that guy, he's not paying attention and she's like spanking his ass and everything, like that's me. I want it, like, that's my sexual fantasy.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I see that you'll happen. I just see you like gentleman, man. I just see you like stepping on a man's face. I'm good at that. You want to dominate, man. I see that.
And it's not that I want to dominate it, man. I don't want to dominate it. I want it to be both ways.
I'm going to put my you want both ways. I was going to ask you that. Shut up. Go on.
You want to be dominated sometimes?
I want to dominate, but I want to be dominated. I want to spank you with that. I want to whip you, but then I want you to pay me back for it.
Are you going to use a dildo on the man? That's all I want to know. Yes or no? Quick
no.
Thank you.
No.
Oh,
no.
Nigga, all of us got them one more story. That one chick that want to put a dildo on and fuck you in the ass.
No.
It's good for your prostate. You have a good orgasm. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no. You better slap me in my face.
That's basically what I wanted to say, but I was more polite about it at the time. But now it's years from now, and I can say if she